Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Happy, Thursday to you. Taking another look here at Solana. Looking pretty decent here. Recovered quite nicely from the zero inflation for the FOMC yesterday, and things worked out favorably. Speaking of favorably, just quickly, quick congrats. While we didn't trade Solana, we traded OP at 30%, HBAR 35%, and Bitcoin 21%, all in a matter of like an hour to 5 hours in profit. So awesome stuff. Congrats on that. We basically just took some long positions as soon as the inflation data came through, and effectively just took some nice profits there. So congrats to everybody for that, and thank you again so much for the awesome feedback. If you want kind of a recap, I do provide that information on our Twitter, Telegram, and TikTok now. So check me out over there. Deeply appreciate you following me too as well. Thanks again so much for the support. Looking at the 7 days here for the last 7 days for Solana. There is a heavier concentration of liquidation at 140, upwards of 146. So we're getting close to that, so decent chance we could see the price continue further up to sweep those shorts here from a couple of days ago. Okay, so again, folks, if you're shorting Solana and you're like really close to your stop loss, why didn't you take profit? Just take some profit, folks. Some people get too greedy, and it's really unfortunate. In our community, we always talk about the importance of securing profits. So again, if you want to be a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site link down below. Also, you want to trade with a better platform. Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, nice link down below for some excellent rewards. Use my link to register. Be sure to check them out. They've been awesome to us. So Solana here, let's double check the last, let's check the last 24 hours, see what this candle tells us here. We can see yesterday we had a nice looking candle there with some candle wicks. Well, generally speaking, we see this level at about 128, as low as 122, working as a pretty strong support. I did mention that being an important level for us because we had a lot of volume right there at that low 130 to 133 range. Okay, so we're now back up above that support, or never truly broke below, if you exclude just kind of the candle wick down with things getting kind of nasty from yesterday. Generally speaking, we saw this, we're looking pretty solid here. Okay, however, don't get it twisted. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got this larger term descending trend we need to break above in order to have any luck. We got to get over that 20-day SMA, preferably the 100. So honestly, if we're at like 140, 145 or higher in the next 24 to 48 hours, and we close a couple of days like that leading into the weekend, I think we're going to be pretty solid to see some continuation of the upside and to break this trend. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because Bitcoin has not broken free from its resistance level. And I think Solana, while we love this coin, it's still fairly synonymous with Bitcoin in a lot of ways, right? Same thing here as well. We can see money flow index is higher. That's what Bitcoin is showing us too. Stochastic swinging up. It's looking pretty good. This is actually a very decent daily time frame as far as some of these indications are concerned. More coins are looking a lot worse than Solana right now. Even though we have a similar pairing, if you will, to Bitcoin, to the downside, it's recovered up to the upside better than Bitcoin. If you look at this is the Bitcoin chart, and this is Solana, right? So we've seen higher highs and higher lows. We saw this nice little pennant pattern breakout here. That is a crude illustration. Sorry about that. It looks easier. It's better on smaller time frames, but we'll discuss that here in a minute. What I mean here is that we're over the 20-day SMA on the 4-hour time frame. That's a good shift in momentum. While we're rejecting at the 50-day SMA, we're still, we still saw this little bullish backtest of this descending trend. So those are more favorable situations, more beneficial scenarios, okay? We look at that previous fair value gap, it has been filled as well. And then if we also confirm we're over 50 on the RSI, stochastic swinging down now with money flow index trailing behind, those are generally favorable situations here, okay? So this has every indication that the price wants to continue, and another reason why it's important is because, again, money's flowing into the coin. We got a lot of volume, a lot more volume now than we have seen all week, and that's good. We need to be able to maintain that in order to have the price continue higher. So as long as the volume doesn't taper off, Solana should continue to trek upwards. And at this point here, we're looking at, we might see a slight pullback. We're at a 9 on TD sequential, so it makes sense for the price to consolidate as is here at about 134 and potentially leg up soon. So I wouldn't expect Solana to just take off from here, because it just got rejected by the 200-day SMA there on the hourly. And if we take a look at the Ichimoku Cloud, we have a lot of reasons here as to why this coin is more worthwhile taking a long than a short. Okay, so you're going to find more benefit taking longs in the market right now in general, just because of the stability that we found, a lot of overextension to the downside, that relief recovery. We've seen what most coins were at a 9 on TD sequential to the downside on the daily. So that's generally favorable here as a relief rally here. So to clarify, let's talk about these trend lines and call it a day. You see this short-term trend line here, this ascending trend here. This is the most recent trend line, right? We're above that. That's very, very good. That's a short-term trend line, breakthrough. And as you can kind of see, the price broke through, came back down to, in a sense, do a bullish backtest here and continued higher, right? Now, key takeaway here is that Bitcoin's stabilizing between 58 and 59,000. There's that, right? So we need that to be able to have this continue. However, if just say pending that does continue, we still are not completely clear until we get over here, right? We got to break above this descending trend, because what this is showing us right now is that we could tentatively reject out here at the more recent high and effectively continue lower, right? And what that basically just means is if we look at larger time frames, we've seen the price action reject out here, and it could very well reject here too. Okay, so if we break through that, that's when you consider long positions, once you break through that descending type of trend. Okay, so again, awesome stuff there in that regard. We're getting there with Solana. If you're going to take a long position, you're going to have more luck right now. Just keep in mind, when you do take a long position with this coin or any other coin, adjust your stop loss higher, secure profits as you can. That's how we stay profitable as a community, and that's why things are looking pretty good. Now, I'm going to post our results for April. It was definitely our worst month in about 10 months. Generally speaking, there's always one month that we have some difficulty. It was still profitable, not quite as great as March, but still very good. So if you're curious about our results, those are posted on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and effectively just there if you're curious about it. But either way, I do want to say thank you again, and to all those who are asking about Crypto Cash Premium, it is available on our website, link down below, cryptocash.tech. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks again, and if you have any questions, reach out directly. All my information is down below. Have a good one. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon.